Hi, Christina. Oceana here with G3 Agency with your free website audit for high-tech builders in Los Angeles, California. In this free SEO website audit provided by G3 Agency, I'm going to show you 3 to 4 things that you can do to get high-tech builders in front of people searching for your services in the LA area. So, like I said on the phone, I don't expect anything in return for this video, but I would love some feedback on it from you on whether it was clear, if it was helpful. So I will I will be following up with you just to see what you thought of the video. I apologize. I've got just a frog in my throat and it's been driving me nuts all day. So I'm probably going to clear my throat a lot during the video. Okay, so let's just jump right in. The first thing that I always look for when I am auditing a website is, do they have a click-to-call number and is it big? So you do have your phone number here listed, and that is nice, but I would really suggest that you make it larger and you also make it a click-to-call. Almost 70% of all searches happen on a mobile phone, and so 70% of those searches, those visitors come into your site would also be on mobile phone. And if this is a click-to-call number, it's just going to make it that much easier for someone to click and just call you right up. And I know it seems silly, but it does make a difference, so why not, right? It's an easy fix. Okay, so the next thing that I always look for is content, which is how many words are on the page and is it relevant? Am I on your home page? Just gotta make sure. You definitely want to increase the number of words on your home page. We really suggest about 2,000 or more on the home page and then 1,000 or more words on the other pages. The reason for this is that Google believes that content is king. If you have lots of content and it's relevant about the stuff that people are looking up, about what you do, that tells Google that you're an expert in your field and that you are the most relevant person to show the searcher, or the most relevant website to show the searcher that's looking for your services. So that's very important. And then the last thing I always look at is if I right click on any image and click Save Image As, I can see what it was uploaded as. So David front page. So that's descriptive of where it ought to be and who's in the picture. But what it's not helping you do is show up in front of people who are looking for your services but don't know who they're going to go with yet. So I would actually just not worry about labeling the images for what they are as much as labeling them for who it is that you're hoping to find your website. So you want to resave these images and re-upload keywords that people are typing into Google. And in order to find those keywords, I use this tool. It's called Ahrefs. So this is your health score on Ahrefs. This is a different function than finding keywords. So you've got an UR score of 15, a DR score of 2.7, and what these scores mean, UR stands for URL rating, and DR stands for domain rating. And they're slightly different, but they both basically say how trustworthy does Google think that your business is according to your website. And so this is 15 is a decent score, 2.7 is a very low score, but we definitely want to increase both of those. And how we go about that is we go out and we get backlinks from several different referring domains. So these two numbers work together, and what they tell me is that there are 43 different websites out there on the internet that have links to your website a total of 168 times. It's hard to explain. I hope that I explained it properly so you can understand. But basically there are 168 links out there on a total of 43 different websites that are all pointing to your website. And those are good as long as they're from websites that have a higher score than you do. Because that'll help bring your score up and you can borrow authority from them. And then also you want them to be not only credible websites but also relevant websites. It's more helpful to get a backlink from a site that is also about home remodeling or something like that rather than, you know, a daycare in Louisiana, for instance. That's a random example, but that's the point. Okay, and then we also have organic keywords and organic traffic. So you are already getting, looks like every month, about 129 visits from Google. So that's a good start, but we definitely could increase that quite a bit. So here we can see organic keywords. What keywords are you showing up for? So high-tech construction. If someone types in that exact phrase, which 150 people do every single month, you show up in the first position. So that's great. And I can see that you've been working on this because you've got a plus 80 here. So this is fantastic. I love to see this progress. You are getting about 46 visitors to your website because you're showing up in the first position for your name. So that is really, really good. And it looks like you're about to take over this one too, high tech spelled this way. And 200 people are searching for that. The only thing is, if there's another website, another business with that similar or same name as you, some people might be looking for them specifically and might not be in the area, right? So that might be somebody in, say, Texas with that same name. So what we really like to look for is keywords that have high buyer intent for your service and service area. So for instance, Los Angeles builders, here's a good one. So 100 people are typing in Los Angeles builders on average every single month. And of those, because you're in the 65th position, which is on the 7th page, you are not getting any traffic for that. But if you were sitting on the front page of Google and you were getting some of these visitors, this would be a high buyer intent keyword, because a person typing in Los Angeles builders is not only in the Los Angeles area, but is also actively searching for your services. So that's a good one to look for. And then here I did a little bit more research. So this is that keyword explorer that I kind of mentioned earlier. One of my favorite tools to mess around with, right? So this is, I see here from the volume column here, 150 people every month on average are typing bathroom remodel Los Angeles. So this is a very promising keyword. If you are sitting in the very first position for that, you would expect to get about 50 visitors every month just from this one keyword. So that's exciting and definitely something you would want to include in your content, and that's 2,000 words on your home page. Or 1,000 words on your back pages, and as well as you want to save your images like exactly with these words in this order, and that'll help you get shown near the top of the results. Okay, so now if we type in bathroom remodel Los Angeles, we first get, often there's ads up here. They're not showing right now, but it doesn't matter. Most people scroll past them anyway. Then we have the map pack. What this is it's the what Google thinks is the most relevant local search results. So something that, they've listed their address so they can show up on a map, and then they also have citations. So what a citation is it's similar to a backlink in that it's a reference to your business from anywhere on the internet. However, a citation is rather than a backlink where it's a link, it is your name, address, and phone number listed exactly the same way as they're listed on your Google My Business listing. So you want to go into your Google My Business. You can just look that up on Google, and you'll find it. And you can make sure that your name, address, and phone number are spelled exactly correctly, so that way it's not a waste of time when you go out and you add those citations to different directories like Yext, City Star, White Pages, Yellow Pages, Yelp, Facebook, etc. So that's how you end up in here. You want to go out and get lots of those citations, and that'll help you push you to the top and make you trustworthy according to Google. And then to get here, which is the most coveted spot on the Google search results, this is that #1 spot that gets the 30% of all visitors that I was talking about. And because it is a Yelp.com, this tells me something actually. So it backs up the fact that the keyword difficulty, how difficult it would be to get to the front page, is not extremely difficult, because Google would prefer to show a local result like this reborncabinets.com or like your business before showing a directory like Yelp. But if there's no local business that is trustworthy enough, that is expert enough according to Google's algorithm, right? With the content and the backlinks and all that sort of stuff. If there's no website that's local that will meet the criteria, then it will put a directory up here instead. So these guys are doing something right because they're showing up on the first page, but there's definitely room for improvement even within them because they're not even showing up at the top. But let's check out their website and see what it is that they are doing right. So yeah, they've got the phone number right here. Google doesn't really care about that. I mentioned that because it makes it more likely a person will call you when they're on your site, but they have to actually get to your site first. If we look at the amount of words on their site, you can see it's fairly packed with words, but it's not like they have more than you guys, so maybe it's something else. We can click Save As on there. Bathroom remodel, Los Angeles, California. There you have it. So they've saved their images as keywords, and then also, oh, look at that. They've got a don't leave yet pop-up. So they also, if you can see, it's a little cut off right here, bathroom remodel, Los Angeles, California. That's also the name of the page that they created. So they're using those techniques, but they're also including it, you know, in the words themselves, but they're not too terribly difficult to beat out because of the fact that they don't have a lot of words on their home page. And then they also don't have any backlinks or referring domains pointing to that page. Their URL score is quite low, even though their domain score is high. So their overall website is trusted pretty well by Google, but because they're not putting any effort into their backlinks, their URL or the exact page trust score is quite low. So they are getting some organic traffic though, so that's promising for us because if we went and we found, you know, we got into those positions that they're sitting in right now, we could be getting that traffic. For instance, they're in the 3rd position here for bathroom remodeling, Los Angeles, California, or CA. That's getting searched 100 times, and since they're in the 3rd position, they're getting 16 traffic each month. If they were in the 1st position, I would expect them to get about 30 visitors each month from sitting in that position. So this is kind of fun because we get to look at their backlink, I mean not their backlinks, their keywords and see which ones we like for our own sake, right? Bathroom remodel near me, that's not really helpful because we don't know where near me is. But Los Angeles, California, that's specific. Bathroom remodeling Los Angeles, that's specific. And so you kind of get the idea where you can start adding these up and it starts to get pretty exciting. So, okay, so here is my end screen. I did not change the wording here. So instead of epoxy flooring Miami, imagine that says bathroom remodeling Los Angeles, right? So just a quick recap. You want 2,000 words on your home page or more, 1,000 words or more on the other pages. You want to implement backlinks to rank highly for high volume, low difficulty keywords like bathroom remodeling Los Angeles. And you want to include citations on all sorts of directories across the internet in order to get your listing to the top of the Google My Business map pack, which will also bring in lots of traffic and therefore lots of jobs. So thank you so much for your time, and I really hope that you found this helpful, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Okay, bye.